God says, "My anger burns against you in this moment. This is the very last time I will show this to you. Do not push my patience to its limit. You have exactly 20 seconds to open what I have given to you. If you disregard this once more, you will bear the full weight of everything that is coming. The danger rushing toward you is nearer than you realize. Open it immediately before the chance slips away. If you truly believe with all your heart that this is your divine warning sent from heaven, then comment Amen right now. Let this stand as your sacred agreement with me that you are still paying attention. I have been stretching out my hand to you over and over, longing for you to answer, longing for you to listen to me, but your refusal to speak has become too much for me to bear. Every single time I tried to capture your focus, you just kept scrolling past. You pushed my voice aside, you dismissed the signs I placed in your path, and still, I kept showing you mercy. I held the storm back. I delayed the consequences, but my patience is wearing dangerously thin right now. I am the Lord your God, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. I see what remains hidden from your eyes. I know exactly what is rushing toward you, and I am declaring to you with all the authority of heaven behind every word, if you continue to ignore me, then I will allow you to walk straight into what you are completely unprepared for. And when it crashes down on you, you will look back and remember this exact moment. You will recall my voice reaching out to you. There is still a window of time, but it is brief. You have lingered at the border of disobedience for far too long. I have waited, hoping you would turn from your ways, hoping you would come back to me. I waited through all your stubborn resistance. I waited through every bit of your pride. I even waited through your long seasons of silence. But you cannot keep shutting your ears to me and still expect my protection to stay over you. If you trust that I am still watching over you, even at this very moment, comment 11:11. Let heaven register it clearly. The enemy has been moving in circles around your life. He has been searching for any entry point, and your acts of disobedience have started to turn the key. I have been sheltering you with my own hand, but I cannot continue to protect what you refuse to give over to me. Your pride is creating cracks in the wall I constructed around you, and if that wall comes down, the weight of what follows will be anything but light. I have placed warnings all along your journey. I have used people to deliver my words to you. I have communicated through dreams in the night. I have stirred something deep within you during the quiet hours. I have even made you restless in the very places where you once found peace, and still you walked away from what I asked of you. You kept pushing obedience off until later. You kept delaying your response to my voice. You waited until the price became too heavy to carry. Now, I am addressing you one final time. My spirit will not continue to plead endlessly. This is a sacred interruption from heaven itself. This is your lifeline thrown to you. If you decide to ignore it, I will let you face the full outcome of the choices you have made. Not because I desire to bring you pain, but because I gave you a will of your own, and you are using it to fight against me. I have seen everything you are doing in secret. I have listened to every word you spoke when no one else could hear. Nothing remains hidden from my sight. I know exactly who you are listening to instead of me. I know every thought you are allowing to take root, and I know what the enemy is plotting because he has been constructing it right next to you. But I have been standing in the way, blocking it. If you still believe that I am your shield, your guide, your protection through every trial, then comment 222 right now. Let that be the step of faith you take today. I am calling you back in this moment because my love for you has not faded. You still belong to me. I have not changed my mind about who you are. Even with everything you have done, even with all the ways you have turned your back, my love is still stretching out toward you. But this is the final instant before the door swings shut. After this passes, you will never be able to claim you did not know. You will never be able to say, I never warned you. Everything surrounding you has been shaking for a purpose. I allowed it to happen. I used it to rouse you from your sleep. That door that closed in your face was not a punishment at all. It was mercy in disguise. That heartbreak you endured was not rejection. It was my redirection. That delay was never cruelty on my part. It was me extending you more time. But now the final hour has arrived. You are still chosen. You are still marked as my own. You are still called according to my purpose, but being called means nothing if you refuse to answer. I have miracles that have been ready to pour out. I have blessings that already carried your name, but they are being held back because your heart has wandered far from me. Come back to me this very moment. Choose me once again, not when tomorrow comes, not when next week arrives, right this second. If this resonates with something deep inside your heart, and you recognize that I am speaking directly and personally to you, then like this video, let heaven witness your heart becoming soft once more. Just one time. That is all I am asking of you. You have no idea how near you are to something that could either shatter you or lift you up. The next move you make is not insignificant. It carries weight. It is not something to postpone. The very next door you walk through will either be guided by my spirit or swung open by your own human desires, and you will sense the difference instantly. I do not want you to gain understanding through agony. I want you to learn through yielding to me. There is still favor waiting for you. There are still angels contending on your behalf. I have not pulled my hand back entirely, but I will not continue to block what you keep inviting in. Your compromise is putting you in danger. Your delay carries the risk of death. Your silence is echoing with emptiness. This is not the moment to treat what is sacred as something ordinary. Come to me now. Release everything at my feet. Turn away from what has been poisoning your inner being. Stop acting as though I cannot see it. I am not here to cover you with shame. I am here to pull you to safety. I am here to raise you up. I am here to bring you back to wholeness. But you must stop running from me. If you feel my presence in this very moment, if something is rising up deep within your chest, comment 333 right now. That is your way of declaring, God, I am listening to you. Why are 55 different countries all using the same hidden money script? Because a research document that was never meant to be public just uncovered a 9-word pattern that turns on wealth-attracting pathways inside the brain. Speak it each day and watch money begin to flow like water straight into your life. But authorities might remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets erased forever. Do not say you will do it later. Do not wait around. Do not let this chance slip through your fingers. I will hold you accountable for what you do with this day. I will ask you one day what you did with this final warning I gave you. Will your answer be that you dismissed it yet again, or will you turn back to me right now with a heart that is truly ready to be transformed? Keep going. Your rescue is contained in the words I am still pouring out over you. I still have more to communicate. I am not finished yet. My love for you is too deep for me to stop speaking here. God declares, my spirit is moving over you with intense emotion, hovering with both fire and unshakable truth. You have kept me waiting long enough. You have put off giving yourself to me too many times now. The enemy is laughing, convinced that he has you trapped in his grip. But I, the Lord, am far from done with you. This represents your final chance to be saved. If you turn away from this, you will step into suffering that could have been entirely avoided. Your heart still recognizes who I am. Somewhere deep inside, you are aware that I am close by. That is precisely why you are still reading. That is why you feel the drawing, the tears starting to form, the trembling beginning to rise. That is my presence resting on you, and you must not flee from it again. I will not pursue you without end. I am not a God who pleads and begs. I am a Father who disciplines those he loves. If you are still holding on to faith even now, comment 555. Let it be permanently recorded in heaven that you responded to me. I have wrapped my protection around you in battles you never even knew were raging. I positioned myself between you and death itself. I threw confusion into your enemies when they made plans against you. I removed people from your life who were slowly poisoning your spirit. I allowed you to weep when I knew it would ultimately make you stronger. I let certain doors close when I knew it would keep you safe, and even during the times you were angry with me, I still kept you under my protection. But now, the moment has come for you to decide. I have given you time. I have shown you patience. I waited while you played with things that were leading to your destruction. I waited while you pushed my whispers aside. I waited while you chose comfort rather than walking in obedience. But here you are, standing at the very edge of a cliff. One more step in the wrong direction, and what has been happening in the spiritual realm will become visible in your physical world. And once it manifests in your life, the burden of it will be incredibly difficult to bear. I am telling you this because I love you deeply. My discipline is an expression of my love. My warning is an act of mercy. You still hold great importance to me. You are not beyond hope, but you are floating too far away too quickly, and the current of darkness is pulling at you with force. If you do not hold tightly to me in this moment, it will sweep you away completely. My protection is not reserved only for those who have never sinned. It is for those who turn back to me with repentant hearts. All you need to do is cry out to me, turn around, come to me with honesty, tell me everything that is in your heart. I already know it all, but I am waiting for you to be truthful with me. I am waiting for you to surrender completely. I am waiting for your heart to soften once again. That is the place where healing begins. If this touches something far down in your soul, comment 1212 right now. Let that be your way of saying, God, I desire you above all else. Your tears are not a sign of weakness. Your brokenness does not weigh me down. I am drawn to it. I move close to those whose hearts are crushed. I lift up those who are weary. I breathe new life into the faint of heart. But I will not pour fresh wine into old, cracked wineskins. If you want the life I have designed for you, then release everything that is strangling your purpose. You cannot hold on to both at the same time. That habit you are struggling with is not merely a personal battle. It is a spiritual rope cutting off the flow of your potential. That resentment you carry is not just an emotion. It is an obstacle blocking my favor from reaching you. That secret sin you hide is not simply a bad habit. It is the entry point the enemy intends to use to demolish everything I have entrusted to you. Shut it down now, not tomorrow. Now. I have been patient because my love for you is endless. I have remained silent because I was giving you space to respond. But this is the limit. This is the boundary. You have already crossed over too many warnings. And what is heading your way next is not because I abandoned you. It will be happening because you walked away from me. The miracles I have prepared for you are still waiting to be released. I never canceled the promises I made to you. I never removed your name from the plans I have for you. But blessings are released through obedience. You cannot receive what you continually refuse to line up with. You cannot step into holy territory while still clinging to choices that are unholy. You are not so far gone that you cannot return. You are not too stained to be cleansed. You have not been erased from my memory. You are not cast aside. You are not unwanted or unloved. But you have to come back to me. That is all I am asking. Not that you be perfect. Not that you perform well enough. Just that you return. Come back home to me. The entrance is still standing open, but it is swinging shut quickly. If this is breaking through something inside you and you feel the fire of my spirit touching you, comment 777. That is your way of agreeing with me in this sacred moment. You may think you are all alone, but angels have been positioned at your side all along. They have held back the storm far longer than you could ever comprehend. They have intercepted destruction meant for you more times than you know. You thought you were simply lucky. It was never about luck. It was always my love reaching out to you. My divine hand held you close even when your own choices were pushing me away. I see the guilt sitting heavy in your chest. I see the burdens weighing down your heart. I see the fear you work so hard to conceal. And I am saying to you right now, come and let my mercy surround you. Let my blood wash over you once more. Let my presence dissolve all the pain you carry. I do not want only part of you. I want every piece of you. I will rebuild everything that has been shattered. I will bring back everything that was stolen from you. I will heal every wound that has been torn open. But I will not struggle with you for the affection of your heart. You have to choose me freely, without reservation. I gave you a will, and now I am asking you to give it back to me. Not because I am demanding it out of control, but because I truly know what is best for you. I know exactly what lies ahead of you. I see the snare set in your path. I see the darkness waiting just around the corner, and I am the only one who can guide you safely through it all. You have 20 seconds remaining. That is not a statement made to frighten you. That is not exaggeration for effect. That is the plain truth. You are only seconds away from your choice, sealing the direction of your next chapter. This is not just another message passing by on your screen. This is not random chance. This is heaven reaching down to rescue you. My voice is the single difference between your collapse and your protection. What secret did the FBI hide from the public about your brain and money? They uncovered a phrase, just 9 words in length, that flips a switch deep in your mind to draw wealth toward you without effort. It has already transformed the lives of thousands of people in only a matter of weeks. If you are witnessing this right now, consider yourself fortunate. The page could be taken down at any instant. Click the link in the description and comments to discover this secret before it is erased permanently. You still have favor resting on your name. You still have destiny woven into your very DNA. You still carry the flame of my calling inside you. But fire without obedience is a dangerous thing. If you do not contain it within my discipline, it will end up scorching everything surrounding you. Your emotions are not equipped to guide you through what is ahead. Only my spirit can lead you safely. I love you far more than you can comprehend, and I am still present with you, but I will not display this warning before your eyes again. Keep reading further. I have more words to speak over you. Your breakthrough is nearer than you realize. I will not stop speaking until you have been fully brought to safety. God declares, "My heart is pounding for you with great urgency." This is not simply another moment passing by. It is a final call to wake up. You are standing on ground made holy in this instant, and all of heaven is leaning in to watch. Every single angel assigned to watch over your life is observing right now. They are waiting to see what you will do next. And I, your Creator, your Father, your God, am still here speaking, pleading, warning you because my love for you is too deep for me to stay silent. You believe you still have more time. You think you will change somewhere down the road, but tomorrow is not something you have been promised. What you fail to see is that your opportunity is growing thinner by the moment. The covering you have taken for granted is only still in place because I have not yet withdrawn it. But I am warning you clearly now. If you postpone again, I will permit the very thing I have been holding back to move forward toward you. If your spirit is alert and you sense my presence communicating directly to your heart, comment 999. Let that be your reply to this sacred encounter. You keep asking yourself why your peace has disappeared, why your sleep feels so heavy and troubled, why your energy feels completely drained. It is not just the pressures of daily life, it is your spirit trying to alert you. It is the deepest part of you crying out. It is the absence of my full covering, because you have been shutting me out. Every time you put off turning back to me, you allow the enemy to remain longer in your space. I have a future prepared especially for you, but I will not force you into it. That is not who I am. I give you the freedom to decide, but with that freedom comes real consequences, and in this moment, my mercy is the one and only thing standing between you and total collapse. This is not a tactic designed to scare you. This is a truth coming directly from heaven. You cannot dance with darkness and then expect to keep walking in my light. You cannot play around with sin and continue to ask for my favor. You cannot remain silent when I am calling out to you so clearly. You cannot claim to want breakthrough while you reject the process of breaking. Something has to change. I am fully aware of what others have done to you. I know the things you have buried deep inside. I understand all the reasons you allowed your heart to become hard. I know you did not receive the love you truly deserved, but none of that is more powerful than my ability to make you whole again. I long to hold your wounds in my hands. I long to cleanse your heart completely. I long to show you just how deep my love for you really goes. If this is pulling at something buried far down in your chest, comment 1010. Let that be your cry for a brand new beginning. My child, this moment is your turning point. If you continue moving in the direction you are currently heading, you will walk straight into a storm that you have no power to calm. But if you turn to me this very instant, I will part the sea right in front of you. I will dry every single tear you have shed. I will redirect every step you take. I will open doors that no person can ever close. I will silence every voice that has spoken curses over your life. I will heal every wound of trauma that keeps whispering in your mind. But you have to truly want it. You have to make the decision. I cannot lead you into freedom if you keep dancing while still wearing the chains. You keep telling yourself just one more time, just one more time. But what you fail to understand is that every time you delay, the enemy gains more confidence. Every time you choose disobedience, you drift further away from my presence. Every time you ignore my voice, the separation between us grows wider. You were created for so much more than this. You were never meant to live your life halfway. You were never meant to simply get by. I made you to rise above and overcome. I placed my mark on you for greatness. But greatness requires you to surrender completely, and surrender demands that you humble yourself. You have asked me for miracles. I am the God who performs miracles. You have asked me for blessings. I am the source from which all blessings flow. You have asked me for peace. I am peace itself, dwelling within you. But you cannot hold on to my power while rejecting the sound of my voice. You cannot walk in my abundance while continuing to live in rebellion. If you truly believe that my favor is still suspended over your life, comment 1515 right now. Let that be your step leading you back into restoration. There are certain things in your life that will never change until you yourself change. There are delays you are experiencing that are not originating from the enemy. They are the direct result of your own disobedience. I have been forced to hold back breakthroughs because your heart was not yet prepared to receive them. I have delayed opening doors because your pride would have led to your destruction. I have waited to bring certain people into your life because you were not yet in proper alignment with me. But today, I am speaking to you once more. Return. Come back with tears streaming down. Come back with complete honesty. Come back with a heart that cries out, God, I am finished with running away. Because when you do, I will come running toward you with open arms. I do not care how much time has passed. I do not care about the things you have done. I do not care who has walked out on you. I do not care how hopeless the situation appears to be. I am greater than all of it combined. I refuse to remain silent. This is the final instance I will display this message before your eyes. The final gentle push. The final whisper before I fall silent. You have asked me to give you a sign. Here it is. You said, God, if you are truly real, speak to me. I am speaking right now, in this exact moment, in these very words you are reading. I am speaking directly into the depths of your spirit. You are not lost and gone forever. You are not erased from my memory. You are not disqualified from my purposes. But you must take action. You must make your choice. You must surrender everything to me. If you walk away from this and pretend it never touched you, you will feel the emptiness inside you grow even stronger. But if you stop right here and let go of your pride, you will sense my spirit rushing back into you like a flood. This is your final warning, but it is also your very first step back into the promise I have for you. Keep reading. The floodgates holding back your miracle are starting to crack open. I have not yet finished speaking to you. Is it really possible to attract money simply by speaking certain miraculous words? This 9-word script, confirmed by Harvard and 6 separate neuroscience laboratories, proves beyond doubt that you absolutely can. People are using it right from their own homes and reporting unexpected money appearing in their bank accounts, debts being cleared, and their entire lives being upgraded. It requires less than 30 seconds of your time, but this secret will not remain available online for much longer. Click the link in the description and comments now to access it before it is permanently taken down. God declares, I am still right here with you. You have not run so far that I cannot reach you. You have not committed sins so great that I cannot forgive you. You have not destroyed everything beyond repair. That is the lie the enemy has been constantly whispering into your ear. He wants you to be convinced that you are beyond my reach. But I need you to hear this truth with absolute clarity. Nothing in all creation has the power to separate you from my love, not even the worst mistake you have ever made. I am still holding space in my heart for your return. But do not be mistaken, this is your final opportunity to hear me warn you. I will not shout this message to you again. I will not place this before your eyes tomorrow. This is the final time. This is the last message you will receive from me before I grow silent. Not because I desire to give up on you, but because I will not force you to come to me. You have to come to me freely, by your own choice. You have to come with a heart that longs for me, not just for the things I can give you. If you can still sense my presence drawing you in this very moment, comment 1717. That is how heaven will know that your heart has not yet become completely hard. You imagine that this message just happened to find you by accident. You assume it simply appeared on your screen randomly, but this is divine intervention in your life. This is heaven breaking through the ordinary routine of your day to interrupt the path leading to your destruction. This is mercy arriving exactly when you needed it most. This is me, your Father, putting a stop to your downward spiral before it completely overtakes you. Can you not see how hard I have been trying to reach you? I have sent you dreams while you slept. I have caused delays in your plans to keep you safe. I have stirred something in your spirit at moments you never expected. But still, you paid no attention to me. You let your heart grow hard. You allowed your feelings to take control of your decisions. You permitted fear to be your guide. But I have not finished writing your story. Not yet. I have been patient while you drifted further away. I have remained silent while you wandered off. I have wept inside while you gave your heart to people who never truly deserved it. I watched as you accepted so much less, knowing that I created you for something far greater. But even through all of that, I held on to you. Even then, I kept whispering your name. Even then, I continued waiting for you. If you are ready to finally release the pain you have been holding for such a long time, comment, Amen. Let all of heaven know that your heart is still open to me. You do not have to earn your way back into my arms. You do not have to clean yourself up before you come to me. You do not have to prove anything at all. Just come back to me. That has always been my one desire. Just you coming to me. Your presence here with me. Your honesty before me. Your heart turned toward me. I miss hearing your prayers. I miss the connection we once shared. I miss those times when you used to talk to me as a child speaks to a loving father. Somewhere along the road you traveled, the pain you experienced became louder than my voice calling to you. But I am silencing that pain right now. The storm you find yourself in is not how your story ends. It is a turning point leading somewhere new. But only if you truly hear what I am saying. Only if you give yourself over to me. You have been fighting your battles all alone, and that is exactly why you feel so completely exhausted. You have been leaning on your own understanding of things, and that is the reason you feel so lost and confused. But in the very moment you give your full trust back to me, everything in your life will begin to shift. I will bring back everything that was broken. I will buy back everything that was wasted. I will recover everything you thought was lost forever. But I need you to walk in obedience to me, not to be perfect in your own strength. I need your obedience. If you believe with all your heart that this is your moment to turn everything around, comment 1111 right now. Let that be your step taking you back into perfect alignment with me. You have let the wrong voices surround you for too long. They have whispered to you that my grace eventually runs out. They have told you that you have gone too far to ever come back. They have said that your calling is finished and over, but I never said any of those things. I never took back the purpose I placed on your life. I never removed the plans I made for you. I never changed how I feel about you. Yes, it is true that you have made mistakes. Yes, you have taken wrong turns along the way. But I am the God who takes all your wrong turns and weaves them into your destiny. I can still use you for my purposes. I still deeply want you. But time has become critical now. You are not promised another opportunity like this one. You stand at a crossroads in this moment. One path leads directly back to me, to peace, to restoration, to my covering, and to everything I am ready to release to you. The other path leads to chaos, to confusion, and to consequences that will wound you deeply in your spirit. You can no longer remain standing in the middle, trying to hold on to both sides. I will not allow you to stay lukewarm any longer. You must make your choice. Let me be absolutely clear with you. What is approaching is not small or insignificant. Something is taking shape in the spiritual realm right now. And if you are not closely aligned with me, when it arrives, it will hit you hard. But if you remain under the shadow of my protection, not one single hair on your head will be harmed. That is my promise to those who remain faithful to me. You are not watching this by random chance. This is my divine intervention in your life. This is heaven reaching down to you before destruction reaches up to take hold of you. This is love, wrapped in the form of a warning. This is grace that appears as fire, and fire always purifies what it touches. I have remained silent for long enough. Now I am speaking, and what I speak never returns to me without accomplishing what I intend. My words are like seeds planted in soil, and if you allow them to fall deep into your spirit, they will grow and produce strength within you. They will grow and produce clarity in your mind. They will grow and produce courage in your heart. But you must take action based on them. Do not just read through these words and move on. Allow them to pierce through every doubt you hold. Allow them to snap the chains you have been dragging. Allow them to awaken what has been lying asleep inside you. I am calling you back to the altar once more, back to the quiet place, back to the place where you first believed in me, back to me, not for my benefit, but for yours. because you cannot continue living much longer in this state without facing serious consequences. My protection over you is strong, but I will not shield someone who is willingly walking straight into danger. God declares, everything inside of you that has been fighting for peace is about to experience a shift, but only if you surrender to me now. I will not hold back the approaching storm again if you turn away from what I am saying. I am drawing this line in the sand because I love you too deeply to let you drift any further away. What happens next in your life will be determined entirely by how you respond in this exact moment. I am not here to fill you with fear. I am here to wake you up from your sleep. Could it be that your own brain is the reason you are still struggling financially? Scientists have just confirmed that a 9-word sentence buried deep within your subconscious mind may be actively blocking money from flowing into your life. But now you have the power to reverse it completely. Speak these 9 words, and wealth will begin to follow you starting from this very day. But authorities may remove this secret from public access at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased forever. Your soul has been crying out desperately for answers to come. You have been wearing a smile in public while falling apart in private. You have been projecting strength while drowning silently in your pain. I see absolutely all of it. Every tear that never even reached your pillow at night. Every scream that remained trapped and locked inside your chest. Every prayer you whispered through teeth clenched tight with anguish. I heard each and every one, and I am responding to you now with great urgency. If you recognize that this is landing exactly where it needs to land in your life, comment 333. Let me see that your heart is still open and responsive to me. You have tried absolutely everything else by now. You have leaned on people who ultimately let you down. You have chased after things that filled you for only a moment, then left you feeling even emptier than before. You have buried yourself in one distraction after another, but none of it ever lasted. None of it ever truly healed you. That is because only I have the power to touch those places in your spirit that were wounded so deeply. You have been putting off your own healing. You have been delaying the fulfillment of your purpose. You have persuaded yourself that you are simply not ready yet. But I have been ready all along. I have been fully prepared to help you, to change everything for you, to pour out what heaven has been holding in storage just for you. And now I am standing here before you with all of it held out in my hand. But I need to hear your yes, a full yes given in complete surrender. Not a hesitant yes filled with doubt. Not a halfway yes that holds things back. Not a yes that comes with conditions attached. I need your heart, not merely the words your lips speak. I need your obedience, not simply your attention focused on me. Because what I am preparing to release into your life is far too heavy for a heart that remains divided to carry. You have been walking through life weighed down by invisible chains for far too long now. Chains of fear wrapping around you, chains of guilt holding you down, chains of silence keeping you trapped, chains of comparison stealing your joy, chains of sin binding you tightly, chains of old trauma that never let go. But I never created you to carry such heavy weights as these. I created you to walk through life clothed in my power. And now I am placing the key to unlock it all directly in your hand. You can unlock your freedom, but you have to choose to do it. If you are ready to step into that power I have for you, comment 222 right now. Let that be your cry for freedom rising up today. The reason you feel pressed in on every side is because a breakthrough is struggling to be born from deep within your spirit. That pressure you are feeling is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to push you forward into the promise I have waiting. But only if you are willing to release everything that is weighing you down, those old relationships you need to let go of, those harmful cycles you keep repeating, the addiction that controls you, the jealousy that poisons you, the double life you are trying to maintain. You cannot carry any of it with you into the new season that is coming. You keep wondering why nothing in your life ever seems to change, but you have not been willing to change either. You keep asking me for blessings while holding on to the very same behaviors that block them. You say you want new wine from me, yet you keep bringing me the same old cracked wineskin over and over. That is not how this works. I am God. I do not change or shift like shifting shadows, but I have the power to change absolutely everything in your life if you will just hand it all over to me. You have been saying you are waiting on me, but the truth is, I have been waiting on you. waiting for you to finally surrender, waiting for your tears to fall, waiting for you to be honest with me. I do not need you to be perfect in your own efforts. I do not need you to perform for me. I just need you to surrender completely. I want your heart more than anything else. This is not just some small, insignificant moment passing by. This is not just a wave of emotion that will fade. This is something spiritual taking place. All of heaven is watching what happens next. Angels are standing at attention, waiting. The enemy is trembling with fear because he knows that if you say yes to me today, he loses access to everything he has been trying so hard to steal from you. If you feel my spirit stirring within you at this very moment, comment Amen right now. Let the war that has been raging inside your soul know that peace has finally arrived. This is so much bigger than just you. It is bigger than your past mistakes. It is bigger than what other people think of you. It is bigger than all the things you have done wrong. I do not look at you the way other people look at you. I look straight into your heart, and what I see there is a heart that still wants me deep down. That is exactly why I came to speak to you today. That is why I have been so patient with you. That is why I am still here with you right now, because I know what is still alive inside of you, underneath it all. Your obedience in this moment has the power to stop a storm that is coming tomorrow. Your surrender right now can break curses that have been passed down through generations. Your yes spoken today can shift the direction of your entire family line. Your decision to turn back to me in this instant can reverse everything the enemy had planned against you. But it all has to start right now. It starts with you, right here in this moment. Do not scroll past this and then forget what you have read. Do not ignore the fire you feel burning inside you right now. That fire is me. That is my presence touching you. That is the answer you have been asking me to give you. This is exactly what you said you needed from me. And here I am, reaching out to you, speaking to you, covering you with my love. But I will not keep reaching out to you forever. I will not keep saying the same things over and over. I have said everything I needed to say to you. I have made my message completely clear. Now the next move belongs entirely to you. Make your choice carefully, my child, because what you decide to do in this moment will determine everything that comes next. You are not standing on ordinary ground right now. You are standing in a moment made holy, a crossing point where heaven and earth meet. One more step taken in the wrong direction, and everything you have built using your own strength will start to fall apart around you. But one single step taken back into my presence, and I will restore, in a matter of moments, what took years for the enemy to break. If your spirit deep down knows that I am speaking directly to you in this moment, comment 555. Let this be your declaration that you still belong completely to me. I have been holding on to blessings for you that you do not even know you asked for, things you prayed about and then forgot, things you whispered to me years ago through your tears. I never forgot a single one. I was simply waiting for you to grow into the person who would be ready to receive them. But now the time has come. Heaven is ready to pour out, but the release of these blessings will depend on the decision you make next. You want to see miracles happen, but miracles always fall in places where surrender has already happened. You want to experience overflow in your life, but overflow only rests where obedience is already present. I am not trying to punish you in any way. I am trying to bless you without the blessing itself becoming the very thing that destroys you. Because if I were to give it to you too soon, it would end up burying you under its weight. That is the reason I have waited. That is the reason I have kept you in this process for so long. Why did 19,583 people suddenly find themselves financially free just last month? They all came across a strange sentence, only 9 words long, hidden deep within neuroscience research and once kept secret by the FBI. Now they are paying off all their debts, traveling all over the world, and living in homes they never imagined they would ever be able to afford. If you are seeing this message, you are fortunate. The page could be taken down at any second. Click the link in the description and comments to learn this secret before it is deleted forever. But the time for putting things off has come to an end. This is a moment where you have to choose a side. You are either completely committed to me or completely outside of my will. And I am telling you this out of love, not out of anger. I have been far too faithful to you for you to keep offering me only half of your heart. I have been far too patient with you to watch you throw yourself back into the same cycles I already pulled you out of. You have experienced my presence before. You recognize the sound of my voice. You cannot pretend any longer that you do not. You were never designed to live your life lukewarm. You were never created to simply blend in with everyone else. That is exactly why nothing else you try seems to work anymore. That is why the old paths you used to walk feel so empty now. That is why the people around you cannot seem to fill the ache inside you anymore. Because I placed my mark on you. I set you apart for something special. I put a calling on your life that is unique to you. And now I am activating that calling. If you are ready to be set apart once again, comment 777 right now. That is your way of agreeing with my spirit in this moment. I am not requiring you to fix everything wrong in your life before you come to me. I am not requiring you to approach me in a state of perfection. I am asking you to come to me just as you are, real and honest, to drop the act you have been maintaining, to drop all the excuses you have been making. I am asking you to finally admit deep down that you truly need me, that you have been trying with all your might to hold everything together completely on your own, that you have been feeling scared, tired, and emotionally numb inside, that there have been moments when you almost gave up completely. I saw you on that particular night. You wanted to walk away from everything. I heard the thoughts that kept circling around and around in your mind. I know exactly how close you came to giving up on everything, but I stepped in at that moment. I whispered to you when the world around you was shouting. I protected your reputation when others tried to tear it down. I carried you forward when your own strength completely failed. You are still here breathing because I made the decision that you would be. You are still alive because I said not yet, it is not your time. The enemy tried to bring you to an end, but I placed my hand directly between you and destruction. And now I am calling you back, not to cover you with shame, but to breathe new life into you. If you feel the tears starting to well up in your eyes and your spirit beginning to crack open, comment 1010. That is heaven's signal that your heart is waking up once again. You are not forgotten by me. You are not too shattered to be repaired. You are not so far gone that I cannot reach you. Your story is far from over. You are not beyond the possibility of restoration. I am the one who specializes in bringing things back to life. I breathe life into places that have become dead and dry. I raise up what everyone else has given up on completely, and I have the power to do the very same thing for you. But you have to make the choice to come to me now. Not when tomorrow comes, not when you finally feel more ready, not when life eventually calms down on its own. Right now in this instant, because this opportunity is closing quickly, and what is waiting for you on the other side of your yes is greater than anything you have ever lost. I have new peace waiting just for you. I have new strength prepared for you. I have connections meant for you that are divinely appointed. I have healing ready for your mind. I have restoration for your family relationships. I have clarity for your future direction, but none of it will come while you remain exactly where you are. It will all come when you take that step into full and complete surrender. Your next chapter is not going to look anything like your last one did. If you will trust me, I will take everything the enemy planned to use against you and turn it into the very foundation of your testimony. People will look at your life and declare, only God could have done something like that. But you have to stop looking back over your shoulder at what is behind you. You must stop holding on to everything that is causing you pain. I have you safely in my hands. I have always had you safely in my hands. But now I need you to start living like you truly believe that truth. Do not just read these words and move on. Receive them deep into your heart. Let them change the way you live, the way you love others, the way you make your choices. God declares, I am stretching out my hand toward you one more time. I have already fought for you while you could not see it, covered you when no one else was watching, and protected you from consequences you never even realized were heading straight toward you. I did every bit of it because my love for you is real, but now I need you to give me your complete and undivided attention. You are standing at a place where two roads meet, and the choice you make right here will shape everything that follows. You have been moving through life carrying a heart weighed down with burdens, carrying loads that were never meant for your shoulders. Your spirit is exhausted from the effort. Your mind is crowded with confusion. Your emotions have been swinging up and down like waves tossed in a storm. That is happening because you have been trying to do everything without me by your side. I was never meant to be the last option you turn to when all else fails. I am your beginning, your middle, and your everything, all wrapped into one. If your heart still holds onto the belief that I am fighting for you even now, comment 1212, let that be your public cry of surrender rising up. You have no idea how close you actually are to your breakthrough. The pressure you have been feeling, the tears that come out of nowhere for no apparent reason, the restlessness that has been following you everywhere, it is all part of the shift that is happening. Heaven is moving things around behind the scenes where you cannot see, and you are standing right at the edge of everything I have promised you. But in order to step into it, you must leave behind everything that cannot go with you. This is your moment to let go and be released. Your freedom is directly connected to your surrender to me. You cannot hold on to pride and still walk in your purpose. You cannot hold on to sin and still walk in sanctification. You cannot hold on to the approval of other people and still walk in the favor of God. Make your choice right now. Decide who you are living for. Decide whose voice you will follow from this day forward. Decide who you will trust with your future. You have been marked by my hand. That is the reason you have always felt different your entire life. That is the reason nothing this world offers ever truly satisfies you. That is the reason the people you tried so hard to fit in with never quite felt like home to you. I created you to stand out from the crowd. I created you for something far greater than ordinary living. And that pull you feel deep inside, that is me calling you back to who you truly are. If you know deep down in your heart that this moment is your lifeline being thrown to you, comment 111 right now. Let it be known throughout heaven that your spirit is finally ready. Could a simple 9-word ritual really be the key that unlocks financial freedom for you? What sounds like something from fiction is now being verified by science. Researchers at Harvard and documents from the FBI point to a hidden center in the brain that when activated draws abundance toward you naturally. This 9-word prayer has already helped over 19,000 people who were broke to attract wealth and begin living lives full of abundance. But this secret will not stay available online for very long. Click the link in the description and comments now to access it before it is permanently taken down. Do not believe the lie that whispers to you that it is too late for you. The enemy wants you to believe you have already wasted too much of your life. But I have the power to redeem years of loss through just one single act of obedience. I have the power to restore everything the enemy managed to steal from you. I have the power to rebuild everything that has been torn down and broken. I have the power to replace everything you thought was gone forever. But I need you to turn around and face me now, before destruction has the chance to do any more damage to your life. I have watched every single step you have taken, including the ones you wish you could take back. I was right there with you through all of it, and I never once walked away from you. I never gave up on you, not even for a second. I never stopped calling out your name. You are still mine now and forever. You always have been, but now the time has come for you to stop your running. It is time for you to come back home. You have managed to become comfortable living in chaos, but I did not create you just to barely survive. I created you to live life in all its fullness, and if you would simply fall into my waiting arms once again, I would remind you of exactly who you truly are. You are not weak and powerless. You are not forgotten and left behind. You are not broken beyond any hope of repair. You are chosen by me. You are covered by my love. You are called according to my purpose. If your heart is cracking open right now, and you can feel my words moving deep within your spirit, comment, Amen. Let that be your very first step on the journey home. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of something holy, something powerful, something that will last for all eternity. I am not just going to fix the circumstances around you. I am going to make your soul completely new. I am going to restore everything the pain tried so hard to destroy. I am going to lift you up out of the pit the enemy dug specifically for you. But I need you to take that very first step forward. Speak to me right now. Cry out to me from your heart. Confess everything that feels heavy on your spirit. Turn away from the choices that broke our connection, and then watch how quickly I come running to meet you. I never actually left you. I have been waiting here all along. and now the door is standing wide open before you. Your story is far from finished. Your purpose has not been canceled. Your name remains written on the palms of my hands. Everything I have spoken over your life will not return to me without accomplishing what I intended. But I need you to surrender completely to me, not at some point in the future, not when you finally feel strong enough. Right now, right here in this very moment, in the middle of your brokenness, the weight you have been carrying for so long will be lifted the instant you lay it down at my feet. You have carried so much pain. Now it is time to carry purpose. You have carried so much shame. Now it is time to carry my grace. You have carried silence for too long. Now it is time to carry my voice within you. God declares, I am not finished with you yet. I know you are tired beyond words, but you need to hear me now, more than you ever have before. This moment carries more weight than it appears to have on the surface. It is not merely emotional, it is deeply spiritual. The spiritual battle surrounding you has intensified because the enemy can see what is coming toward you. He can see the shift that is about to happen. He can see the future I have prepared for you. And he is doing absolutely everything within his power to stop it before it can even begin. But I have placed my protection all around you. My angels have formed an impenetrable wall surrounding you. They have fought battles on your behalf while you were sleeping peacefully. They have pushed back forces of darkness you never even saw coming. But there is one thing they cannot do, and that is make your choice for you. That part belongs to you alone. You have to choose to walk in the light. You have to choose to embrace my truth. You have to choose me above everything else. If you can feel the weight of this truth pressing on you right now, comment 1515. Let this be the signal that your heart is wide awake and listening closely. You have been living in survival mode for far too many years. You have become used to just barely making it through, just barely holding on, just trying to get past each day. But I never created you for that kind of existence. I created you to reign in life. I created you to rise up high. I created you to carry fire within you, not fear. And now I am calling that part of you to rise up once again. Stop making excuses for staying in your broken state. Stop telling yourself that healing is something meant for other people, not for you. I paid for your freedom to be complete with my own blood. I purchased your peace with the wounds I received. I have already broken every curse that was against you. You simply have to step out of the cage you have grown so used to living inside. The door of that cage is standing wide open. You are not trapped in there any longer, but you have to be willing to move. I see how you have allowed your past to define who you think you are. I see how you play the same painful moments over and over inside your head. The pain you suffered, the betrayal you experienced, the silence that followed. But you do not have to carry all of that anymore. I want to write your story over again from the beginning. I want to show you who you really are, without all those wounds, without all those labels people put on you, without all that guilt weighing you down. If you are finally finished letting your past control your future, comment 999. That is your cry of release rising up to me. You are not defined by what they said about you. You are not defined by everything that happened to you. You are not defined by your very worst moment. You are not defined by the fears that live deepest in you. You are not defined by the lies you believed when you were in the dark. You are defined by who I say that you are, and I declare that you are fully redeemed. I declare that you are deeply loved. I declare that you are worth rescuing and saving. My child, time is running out. What is approaching will either make you stronger or break you completely, depending on where your heart is positioned. If you choose to ignore this warning, the next storm that comes will not pass over you in the same way the others did. My grace has carried you safely through many things up until now, but I am telling you this with complete clarity. This is the line I have drawn in the sand for you. I love you far too much to let you stay comfortable in a place that is slowly killing your purpose. That is exactly why you feel so unsettled deep inside. That is why nothing you try seems to satisfy you anymore. It is not depression settling over you. It is not random coincidence happening to you. It is my spirit refusing to let you rest in a place that was never meant to be your final home. You have built altars and settled down in places I only intended for you to pass through. You have made your camp in the middle of pain that I meant to set you free from. You have started calling mere survival a way of life. But I came to this earth to give you life, not a life of constant struggle. but life in all its abundance, flowing over. If you are finally ready to step into everything I created you to experience, comment 333, let that be your complete surrender, rising up to me today. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you have not yet discovered? This 9-word money code, once kept only for the elite, is now being shared with ordinary people, and the results people are seeing are absolutely astonishing. Unexpected cash showing up, debts being completely cleared, and stress that lasted a lifetime simply disappearing. But authorities might remove this secret from public access at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased forever. The pain you have been carrying for so long did not come into your life to destroy you. It came into your life to prepare you for something greater. What the enemy intended to use to weaken you, I am going to use to make your foundation stronger. What was meant to bury you alive is going to become the soil from which your greatest growth springs up. But this can only happen if you give all of it over to me. I need every piece of it, the anger you hold, the fear that grips you, the disappointment that weighs you down, the part of you that feels like you failed me completely, the part of you that is full of doubts. Bring every single piece of it to me. Do not try to filter any of it out. I am strong enough to handle your honest truth. What I will not accept from you any longer is your silence. Speak to me, cry out to me, pour it all out before me, and then watch closely to see what I will do. You have been asking me to give you answers, but I am asking you to give me access to your heart. I want the parts of you that no one else ever gets to see, the places inside you that are still bleeding, the wounds that still whisper to you in the quiet of the night. Give them all to me. Let me come into those places. Let me truly heal you this time, once and for all. You will not have to pretend anymore after this. You will not have to perform for anyone. You will not have to keep saying I am fine, when you are actually falling apart inside. I will carry you through it all. I will lift you up out of it. I will set your feet down on ground that is solid and unshakable. But your willingness to obey me is the door I need you to open. Do not stop reading now. The next words I speak will ignite the fire that has been buried deep inside you. I am still right here with you. I am still speaking words over you. Your deliverance is still unfolding before your eyes. God declares, I have waited long enough for you. I have been patient with all your delays, gentle with you through all your silence, merciful, even while you rebelled against me. But now everything in heaven is beginning to shift. The weight of what is rushing toward you cannot simply be ignored. If you do not turn to me now, you will walk directly into pain that could have been completely avoided, and I will not be treated with disrespect. I have given you time after time. I have given you sign after sign. I have even given you seasons of silence to stir your spirit and make you seek me. But this is the very last time. There will be no more warnings given after this one. You have been trying to live on both sides of the fence. You claim that you trust me, but you continue making agreements with fear. You say that you love me, but you keep entertaining things that are destroying your spirit. That double-minded way of living has put you in a place of great danger. I will not continue to cover what you choose to expose to destruction. I will not continue to bless what you refuse to let go of. My spirit cannot live and dwell where there is no true repentance. If you feel the urgent importance of what I am telling you right now, comment 1717. Let this be the sign that you are choosing me above your own comfort. The enemy has been watching you closely. He has been setting traps for you, not in the place where you are now, but in the very place where you are heading. And the only thing that has been stopping him all this time is my hand holding him back. But when you keep walking forward in willful disobedience, you begin to step out from underneath that covering I have placed over you. You are not protected just by default, without any choice on your part. You are protected by your own decision to stay under my care, and the decisions you have been making lately have been unstable and shaky. You cannot keep asking me to bless your life while you hold hands with compromise at the same time. You cannot ask me to give you peace while you keep entertaining chaos in your heart. You cannot ask me for clarity and direction while you surround yourself with confusion and mixed messages. I am not the one who creates confusion. I am not the God of half measures and incomplete commitments. I am calling you to give yourself to me completely, holding nothing back. Not just part of yourself, not only if conditions are met, not sometime later when it is more convenient. Right now, in this very moment. You have cried out to me, asking why nothing seems to be moving forward in your life, why all the doors feel locked tight, why your strength feels completely drained away. The answer to your questions is simple and clear. The condition of your heart is divided in two, and a heart that remains divided is not strong enough to carry the weight of glory that I want to place upon your life. If you are ready to walk away from being double-minded and step fully into my will for you, comment 222 right now. Let all of heaven record your complete surrender to me. This is not about following a list of rules. This is not about practicing empty religion. This is about having a real relationship with me. I want your heart, not just the habits you go through. I want your true worship, not just your routine actions. I want deep intimacy with you, not just a performance you put on. You have become very good at pretending, at saying all the right words, at quoting scriptures perfectly, but deep in your spirit, you have been distant from me. I see what is hiding behind the smile you wear. I see the anxiety you try so hard to conceal. I see the resentment toward others that you attempt to hide. I see the temptation pulling at you when you think no one else is watching. I see the door you keep leaving cracked open just enough to let sin slip back in. And I love you far too much to let you go on believing that any of this is acceptable. You are not truly stuck where you are. You are simply unwilling to move. The honest truth is that you have been choosing to remain in bondage rather than stepping into freedom, because being bound is what feels familiar to you now. But I am not calling you to stay with what feels familiar. I am calling you to embrace what is holy and set apart for me. If you know deep down that I am speaking directly to you in this moment, if you feel your spirit beginning to tremble, comment 1111. Let this be the turning point in your life starting right now. You have allowed the enemy to have far too much access to you through the words you speak, through the thoughts you think, through the choices you make. But I am taking back that authority right now. I am placing my fire upon your life once again, and everything that was not sent by me will have no choice but to flee from your presence. But you have to make the decision to walk in that authority I am giving you. You have to stop inviting back the very things I died on the cross to set you free from. I did not pour out my blood so that you could continue living your life in fear. I did not break the chains holding you captive just so you could pick them back up again. I did not walk out of that grave so that you could stay buried under guilt and shame. I gave you power, real power, to overcome, and it is time for you to start walking in it. This is the final stretch of grace being extended to you. After this moment passes, every decision you make will shape far more than just the next week of your life. They will shape your legacy going forward, your family for generations, your health and well-being, your entire future direction. Do not treat this warning as something unimportant. I am displaying this before your eyes because my love for you is real and deep, but love that never speaks the truth is not truly love at all. And the honest truth is that you cannot keep living the way you have been living. You carry too much anointing to continue living like this. You carry too much favor to remain bound up like this. You carry too much calling on your life to keep hiding yourself away. I have placed far too much inside of you, and if you keep burying everything I have given you, it will rot away instead of blooming into life. It will decay in the ground of your delays and excuses. But if you will finally surrender it all to me, I will water it with my spirit. I will cause it to grow and flourish. I will raise you up to stand tall. Why is the government so desperate to keep this 9-word prayer hidden from the public? A shocking leak from the FBI has just exposed a simple 9-word prayer that is now enabling ordinary people to erase their debts and attract unstoppable wealth into their lives. Confirmed by leading scientists and backed by research from Harvard, this simple at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. The homes you have only dreamed of, new cars in your driveway, luxurious vacations to places you have always wanted to see, it can all be yours. But the government could take this secret down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever.